What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Tyler Crex, and we are back with another episode of LEGO Batman 3. Now, for the rest of the series, at least until we do the DLC missions, we are going to be doing something different. Because honestly, as I was recording, there was not as much commentary as I would have liked while playing. Like, less commentary than usual with this game. Well, so with that, let's continue where we left off in the last episode by finishing off the Batcave. In the Batcave, we see Mr. Mizzleplickle, however you pronounce his name.
No! Repeat after me, bright boy. It's mix. Yes. Spit. Lick.
He is standing next to Detective Chimp. I promise he will spawn in a second. So, they want us to find a buried treasure chest, because Mr. Chimp is saying that there's something there. So we change the Batman sensor suit, we follow some tracks, then we have to change the Green Lantern or some character that can dig to dig up the treasure. After that, we change to Cyborg to use his laser beam on the gold lock. And with that, we unlock Detective Chimp and get gold brick number 106. After reloading the lab, we see Kevin Smith, who wants us to use the VR missions to help him film Superboy beating up a polar bear. Personally, I think clubbing is more fun, but each to their own. It is honestly very simple. Instead of dodging attacks, you just have to let Superboy land hits on you. You just jump to the platforms that glow red. You do this 3 times. Mission complete. And we get ourselves gold brick number 107. So I debated for a bit if I wanted to do these now or wait until later. I chose to do them now since I was already right here. And with the VR missions, as you do the missions, a character token will spawn. All you have to do is collect it, and then you can continue the mission until finished. So here is the recap of these missions. The 3 spaceship shooters all have the same premise. Just shoot everything you see on the screen. Number 1 gave us the Javelin vehicle and gold brick 108. Shooter 2 gave us Bane's mole machine and gold brick 109. And finally, Shooter 3 gave us the Flashmobile and gold brick 110. Ringmasters. Ever seen a sumo match before? Yeah, Ringmasters is just that. Knock enemies off the platforms and you win. Ringmaster 1 gave us the banana truck and gold brick 111. Ringmaster 2 unlocks Jim Lee and gold brick 112. Now for Ringmaster 3, and they throw in Killer Croc, who will reappear on the stage if he falls off, so watch out for that. After winning, we get the invisible ship and number 113. Racetrack is, well, a racetrack, and honestly, I dislike driving in games. So for this, you just complete the course, and then we get Supergirl Classic and gold brick 114. Snake is just a game of Snake. Like, you just pick up tokens until you finish, and these 3 missions give us the Invisible Jet, Batman's Buggy, and White Lantern. We also got to gold brick 117. Stud Maze is, well, just a maze. You have to collect the studs on the map to complete the level. Having the stud magnet honestly makes it a lot easier. The stud maze gives us the classic TV mini Batmobile as the reward. Stealth missions are similar to the stud maze, but instead of collecting studs to finish the mission, you have to collect the tokens that spawn. These are similar to the snake missions. Main thing you will have to keep in mind is that the enemies in each mission will fire lasers at you if seen. Now these missions give us the Bat Cycle, the Joker's Steamroller, and Batman's Whirly Bat. Survival is just dodge the enemy lasers. keep an eye on the lanes for the lane that glows red, and you just dodge. You can jump over the lasers or whatever. The reward for this is Jeff Johns. Block Hoppers is just a platformer. Blocks appear and disappear, so jump from block to block until you get to the end. Not much to say. Even the wards aren't a lot. Like, there are 4 block hopper missions, but only 1 and 2 actually give a gold brick, while 3 and 4 are just there, I guess. Shooting range is really straightforward. You laser beam the enemies that come across the screen, and you don't hit the civilians. The rewards are pretty simple. Shooting range 1 will reward the Bat Rocket with Batman's Pod, a gold brick, and shooting range 2 will just give a gold brick. So that brings our total up to 124. After finishing shooting range 2, we are ready for the end of this section, and the section being the VR missions. I have been here for an hour and I am tired of it. This is the last virtual mission, and it's given by Kevin Smith. He tells us that Toyman trapped some people in the VR missions and that he plans to kill them. So we have to do the last VR mission, Virtual Insanity. Now, it's very straightforward. We just have to defeat some enemies, guide the people to the end of the mission. It's similar to Survival and Ringmasters. Doesn't really add anything new. If you've done the other virtual missions, this one is really easy. But yeah, with that, we get gold brick number 125. So I'm just recording this because it's going to be a bit off the cuff, not really having a script written. I'm just wanting to take a moment to give my own thoughts about the virtual missions. They're nice, they're simple. They're similar to the extra missions or the secret missions that we would see in other Lego games like Lego Harry Potter missions. And it's, for the most part, they're fun. I just kind of wish there was a bit more variety to them, because we have like Spaceship Shooter 1, 2, and 3. We have like 4 block hoppers. Only 2 of them give like some type of reward. We have 1 racing mission, which, even though I am very grateful for, I feel like there could have been more. But there is an entire planet that is just filled with racing missions, and we're going to be getting that probably either later this video or maybe in the next one. I don't know yet. But yeah, I kind of wish there was a bit more that we could have seen or done with the virtual missions. But they're good. Just kind of a little lackluster in my opinion. All that's left in the Batcave are a few quests. The first of these is to help What's-His-Name with a riddle to help prevent the destruction of an entire town. I am not joking. The Riddler is threatening to blow up an entire town if the riddle is not solved. The riddle is as follows.
To recap, you asked me, where is the device that will deactivate the bomb in the Metropolis sewers? And I said, 2 bodies have I, they'll both join in one. The longer I stand, the quicker I run.
The answer is the hourglass. A lever spawned next to the hourglass, and all you have to do is pull it. It's that simple. I don't know why What's-His-Face was having such a hard time with this. Everyone's critic. So remember that terrible polar bear fight we helped Kevin Smith film in VR? It was bad. Like, so bad. Like, Catwoman had to steal it so it would never see the light of day bad. Yeah, for this one we have to track down that the stolen film reel. We have to use the sensor suit to follow a path until we come across the film reel itself. When we get back and return it to Kevin, he tells us that the executives told him to scrap it. It was a bad idea. Like, just scrap the entire thing. Great, that totally wasn't a waste of time. Well, on the good side, it seems like he has a better project to work on that has giant robot spiders. Huh. Oh, cool. Goldbrick 127. Dot and Bothered is a weird one. It just has us fight against Polka Dot Man and some goons. The rewards for this one is Polka Dot Man himself and a gold brick.
Ah, Dot so fast. Oh man, check this out. I think Polka Dot Man, the worst supervillain in the world, dropped his notes for a speech or something. And man, these puns are terrible. Listen to this. Dot's up, Doc. You're in a dot of bother now. Dotato? Dotato. I mean, what's that even mean? He's the worst. He's behind me. For a minute there, you were in some serious dot water. You know, like hot water, but not because it's dot. You know what, man? Dot puns are a lot harder to make than I thought. Give it up for this poor supervillain. I kind of feel bad for old polka dots now. But not that bad. Here, man, have a thing.
Rose Tinted Rumble. So in this mission, we fight goons with Nightwing. He talks like classic series Robin, and we get his character token when done. Like the last one, have a listen.
Good old Memory Lane. Or Memory Cave, I guess. Being in the Batcave sure takes me back to when I was Robin. Just Batman and I, busting crimes. Going it alone is great and all, but there's something about being a sidekick. Oh, I just spotted some goons over there. Let's go get them, you and me. I'll be your sidekick for a day. Come on. Holy cheese and crackers, Batman! Wow, where'd that come from? Jumping juice gardens, Batman! Tap dancing tigers, Batman! Heart-wheeling canaries, Batman! Holy sweet potato and goat cheese ravioli and a saffron reduction, Batman! Wow, that was new. I think I might have a few more issues to work through here. Thanks for the help, partner, but I think I may need to be my own sidekick for a while.
Drop number 3,498. Clean! Drop number 3. Nothing like a nice, relaxing water sanitation check. Now you can't see it, but right now a million tiny microbes are busy inspecting every drop of that water for even the most minute contaminant. What's that? Neptune's nail scissors! It's Black Manta, defiling my precious water! Quickly, we need to put a stop to that maritime menace!
Alrighty, so with this one, it's kind of just as simple as not going into Superman. I know, like, I knew what to do, like, as soon as I saw the little white studs, like, jumping in the water. But I thought I could use Superman to somehow get his ice breath to work, but nope, you can't do that. I'm also having a very, very hard time jumping up here. But it's whatever. So once I'm like, okay, Superman is not helpful at all. Man of Steel, more like Man of Lame. That was a bad joke. That was a really bad joke. I apologize. Yeah, I just go back to Batman change to his freeze or frost suit, his Arctic suit, and I'm actually able to hit those make these little icebergs, and the icebergs are just there so Black Manta jumps in, and he does this like ground pound thing a couple of times, and whenever like he's done with the ground pounds, then you're actually able to hit him, and you just have to do it 3 times. And it's very, at least to me, like very off like positioning, because it's very weird with like the railing and the angle of the icebergs. But yeah, you just, once you get them put up, you just kind of have to wait for him to do the 3 ground slams, and then you can just hit him back, and that's honestly all there is to it. The rewards we get from this one are Aquaman and the gold brick. So another character token, another gold brick. As I'm recording this, I'm just rewatching the audio, or not audio, the video as it goes, because I did not want to write a section for this. We get neither Black Manta or Aquaman for this, but we do get gold brick number 130.
Mind disposing of it for me?
Right, so after finishing up the Batcave, I decided to head to, well, we have to head to the Hall of Justice before we can go to the Hall of Doom. And the Hall of Doom, there is still some stuff that we have to finish picking up. I was about to go to a flying character, but I'm like, nope, I can go to Spacesuit Batman, and one of the first things we're going to be getting are these dragonflies. Now, the last time we were here, I tried to get the dragonflies, but I did not see all 5 on the map. So right here, I just kind of get all 5, very simple, and I got gold brick 131. I then decided to change into the, I was going to say demolition, but now the crash suit for Harley Quinn. But before that, I'm destroying the bouncing computer panels around the table for Metallo. Harley Quinn wanted us to wear the crash suit so we can be her little crash test dummy. And yeah, that's about it. All we had to do was make a custom character with it, and we got 132. I have to leave and then re-enter, so Harley Quinn moves, and she is making a, I guess a therapy booth, where she wants us to go find some, some sad cases and just bring them over to her. Now, the sad cases on the map are Nightwing. We know that Nightwing is a very sad individual. He has a lot of repressed emotions. Next is Booster Gold, who is a narcissist, and Killer Moth, who I don't know what Killer Moth has. But yeah, all you have to do is just bring all three to her, and she is thankful and like, yeah, I'm gonna give these guys some therapy. And we unlock the Harley Quinn token, and we get 133. And as it was doing that, I left and re-entered just to see was there anything else in there. Now, one of the last things in the Hall of Doom is this mushroom, the mushroom stuff that spawned. And to get these to spawn, we needed to get the Metallo character token. So, how you start here is you start where the Doomsday token is, and you just have to bounce from mushroom to mushroom. And you can use a flying character to help make sure that you can get back or get onto each mushroom pretty easily. And then I just do one more leave and re-enter, and there is nothing here. So now I was just checking the map, just to make sure. And now we go back to the Hall of Justice. Alright, so now that we are back in the Hall of Justice, we're going to keep up this ×2 speed and voiceover. We start here by riding this little spaceship toy. We have to start destroying these gold statues. I kind of don't want to do the Superboy and Supergirl one because I kind of realized we don't have the outfit made for them, which the outfit is using like a Superman, or like I think it was like the New 52 Superman top for them. So yeah, we just kind of fly around the Hall of Justice. We destroy any of the gold statues we see. That's number 4. I decide to, since we're right there, break this wall. And we got Thunderer character token. Destroy statue number 5. And, if I can land, statue number 6. Giving us gold brick 135. We then now talk to Dexstar, the cat with the red lantern ring. He basically just says, hey, I'm going to count to 10 so I can calm myself down. I don't want to get hit while we do that. And that's all you have to do. Just make sure he doesn't get hit, and he is perfectly fine. So we get 136. I then use the heat ray to melt that ice block, destroy the chest, get Firestorm. And because I'm in Batman's power suit, we save Am West in peril. I don't know why I decide to do this thing again, because we already have that character token. But yeah, all that's left in this area are the mission, or like the quests that are popped up. Oh, and another Am West, and character token that we need to use the Atom for. So we get to the Am West in peril, which was just go into the electric suit, turn off the power, and we got Am West out. Am West in peril. He's saved. So I kind of just do one more look around just to kind of see all that's there. I go over to the parrot, And the parrot's like, race me, race me. So we just have to fly around the Hall of Justice, go through all the hoops. And yeah, we now got Hawkman. I then changed to the Atom, shrink down, and we just kind of have to jump up. Kind of struggle on this last one to get Wonder Girl. Now we talk to Kevin Smith, who tells us that the Trickster has laid traps around the Hall of Justice, and we need to dismantle the traps. And he narrates it like the Trickster is some sort of wild animal, because, yeah. So, for the boxes, I didn't really notice like all we had to do for the boxes. I just thought we had to destroy the little bullseye things. And because there was a bear trap also. So there are boxes, yo-yos, and bear traps. You just need the grapples for the bear traps. Ow. After you destroy the handles on the sides of the boxes, you need to build the lock to basically make it so they don't open up again. And I think that's all of them. Yeah. So there's not really that many. It's just clear stuff up, and then we get the Trickster character token, as well as Gold Brick 138? 139. Excuse me, 139. We now talk to Batgirl, who tells us, hey, the Mad Hatter has a hat shop, and he is being a little weird with the hats. Well, not really being weird. He's mind controlling people. So we need to go on over, and we need to hit everyone that has that's wearing a hat. And they'll all go to Batgirl by themselves. Yep. She says thank you, and we now have Gold Brick 140 as soon as the dialogue is over. So at this point, I then kind of backtrack. Well, first I wanted to make sure how many there are. Batmite has a quest for us. He wants us to go and forget what item he wanted. Oh no, he just wants us to beat up a bunch of goons that spawned. There were like 15 of them. So we fight the goons, hit Batmite every once in a while because, hey, screw Batmite. That's all I can say. Don't really like him. He is annoying. But once it's all over, once we get through all these, he's like, oh, thank you. You're amazing. You truly are a hero. Yeah, thank you. Keep telling yourself that, Batmite. I am definitely a hero. 141. And now, at this point, I kind of go back to be able to grab what I need for Superboy and Supergirl's quest. Alright, so now that we're back at Superboy and Supergirl, we have to change into a custom character that has the new 52 Superman chest piece. They're like, oh, good job, you're now part of the Super Club. We got 142. I then switch back to Batman, just because I keep seeing that gold brick arrow up top. I double check here, and then also reloads a lot of the stuff. So Nightwing over here tells us, hey, Dr. Quinn, for her therapy, tells me that I need to relive the trauma of my parents dying, so I have this circus course made. Can you complete it? Yeah, it's that easy. And he's like, wow, that's amazing, great. But how long do I have to do this? And Harley Quinn's like, oh, you need to do this like every night for like the next 50 years. What? You're telling me you had me do all this so you could have a free trip to the circus? Whoop. Well, sorry. So yeah, Nightwing got played, like really got played. Okay, we reload the area. I go back into Hall of Doom because the the gold brick arrows were pointing off to the side, even though they're all in here. So these are the last two missions that we have. This Riddler one is kind of hard, not gonna lie. Um, I just stepped on one of them and it pulled open the thing. This next one was kind of hard because I kind of got what we had to do. We had to like try and time them all to be like perfect. But I'm just like kind of standing here like, what am I doing? Like I'm trying to like time all of the balls that are dropping to where they're all falling at the same time. And I just am spending like, how, why? Like this makes no sense at all. Like no sense at all. Um, I decided to retalk to the Riddler. Maybe he'll give me more of a hint, because they were falling like near perfect. So I'm just messing around with those. Like this was honestly like I didn't know if like they had to be falling at the same time, if I had to find a way to stop them. So me pausing the game right here was me kind of taking a look at like the IGN page to see um what we have to do for this riddle. And it wasn't being very helpful. It was just saying um like it just said like step on the plates to have the things fall at the same time, and that was just like, huh, okay. But it didn't really even help me all that much because it was just yeah. So I'm just like stepping here, and then I don't know. I started to try and see if I can get like multiple at the same time. Like step on like two pressure plates at once. See if that worked. Like, because that's kind of getting like a little close to what we have to do. Because what we actually have to do is just run around the three pressure plates until they all stop. That's legit it, and that made no sense because there was no actual riddle. It was just do this. It was like, what? Like there was no kind of thing that I could think of. But yeah, right there we finally got it. Riddler gives us like the next part of the riddle, which is just match up the colors on the big cubes to the small cubes. And this one goes for like a tiny bit. Riddler's kind of disappointed because like, ah, man, I probably made that riddle like too easy for you, but I'm gonna be 100% honest. That middle one made no sense to me. So we unlock the Riddler in Goldbrick 144. We now talk to Supergirl, who's like, hey, there's been a crime happening in the Hall of Justice, and there are people trapped and in danger. Can you go save them? And it's like, okay, let's go do that. So we have people stuck on the fountain, so we use the Arctic suit to freeze. Excuse me. Then we come over here, Robin's techno suit. And in that, like, in closets in the back, you had to keep an eye to see which one was shaking. The middle one was shaking for us. So now we come back to her, and just kind of wandering around. I think there's one more trapped somewhere. No. Is it the Superboy? Oh, yeah, right here. Superboy got stuck. So we had to use the magnet suit to unstuck him, and he's like, "Hey, don't tell Supergirl or I'll lose my awareness badge." So yeah, that's kind of all it is, and I think for this episode we're going to call it here after we get Superboy unlocked and Gold Brick 145. But yeah, we're going to end off this episode right here. In the next episode, we're going to do the Watchtower and get started on the planets. We might get all the Lantern planets done in next episode also. I don't know. But we'll have to see, because we are nearing the end of 100%, and then it's all the DLC missions. So remember to like, comment, sub, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.